Alright, hello everybody. Today I'm going to go straight to the point. We are going over my 5-year mental and physical transformation and how it started, key points and what got me to where I am at the point in my life today, physically and mentally. So, started 2020. I was at school. It was during lockdown. I was very skinny, small. I was probably like 5'4", 5'5". My friends didn't treat me very well. I was all over the place mentally, feeling trapped and like didn't fit in anywhere. I didn't fit in anywhere, and I would try way too hard to fit in, and I just wouldn't. So I wanted to improve myself physically. I've been seeing loads of videos online. People by the name of Ben West, Joe Fazer, people like that were in the fitness scene early for me, that I saw. They motivated me to start. So I started with working out at home for 4 months. I started off with 4 kilo kettlebells and 8 kilo kettlebells, and I'd kind of just search up 5-minute workout for each muscle group and try and train them twice a week. And obviously I did see some little beginner gains, but I wasn't progressive overloading or eating enough to grow. So I kind of just grew with puberty, and that was the reason I grew for the first part of my journey. But and then in April, the gyms opened up. I was 16 at this point. April 2021, I'm pretty sure. I started going to the gym after school, and then in the summer holidays, and I was making some progress. I would go with my friends, and it was a good bonding experience. I definitely gained some more. I definitely improved it definitely improved my public image, that I was dedicated to going to the gym, and everyone else in my year kind of like was footballers who would go to the gym to do football, and then I think they kind of respected that I was at the gym, and this was all I cared about at this point. I wanted some kind of validation from people around me. This was the last year of school, and I started to actually improve myself a lot, and I was definitely getting better mentally, and physically I was growing as well. Then obviously summer's finished and I was starting at college. This is now this is still 2021, September I believe, or 2022. I think more likely 2022. But anyways, I'm just going in chronological order. So I started college. I was still really into the gym. This was when I was like the most into the gym. I'd slowly built it up, and it become like an obsession, and I loved it. And I started a TikTok when I first started college, which is where this whole social media journey started. Because I wanted to document it. I would post a video like before I went to bed, and then wake up, get no views, delete it. And for about 4 tries I did that, and one time I did it and I got 800 views, which is literally nothing now, but at the time I was like, alright, okay. And I kept posting, and then like a week later got one with 400k, and I was like, what the fuck? And I just kept going, and it kept growing. So yeah, first year of college, I was obsessed with making progress. Still wasn't eating that much. Started my YouTube as well. I would post a bit on YouTube. I had a girlfriend for that year, first year of college. It was very shaky all over the place for me mentally. Definitely didn't help at a lot of times, but it definitely did help me grow as a person. And yeah, all in all, the first year of college, I'd say I grew my mental strength to be able to, from dealing with challenges with people such as my girlfriend at the time. And then second year of college, same thing. I was still super obsessed with the gym for the start of it, and then I so my Instagram had gained a lot of traction of gay men. So what did I do? I started an OnlyFans just as I turned 18, and that's been my main source of income ever since. But it was a big leap to go into that. I had to go into college that morning that I started it, that I promoted it, and obviously people are there that I know that follow me, and people that I don't know that followed me. I was on about 70k on Instagram at the time, So that was a big leap, and I was quite proud of myself for doing it and just not caring what anyone thought, and knowing that it was the right thing for me to live the life I wanted to live. What was that? But yeah, so college, definitely main points I improved second year was, main points I didn't improve. I went downhill mentally. I struggled a lot, and making money actually didn't help once I'd finished. Actually, no, I'm talking about during college, okay. Definitely gave me a bit of more of like, I felt myself more. That I could be myself more, I could express myself more. I had a cool car for my age, and I enjoyed driving it, and I felt proud of what I'd achieved. And from 17 to 18 years old, I made £100,000, which is a bit cheeky. But after I finished college, I had no idea what to do. I was making this amount of money. It's not crazy amounts, but I was making that, and I was like, well, what do I even do with myself? Like, I didn't have any habits in the day or any purpose. And I started a clothing brand that went well and then just flopped. Well, it didn't really flop, I just kind of gave up on it because I didn't think it was the right thing for me. But at least I gave something a go. I'm proud of myself for putting myself out there and giving it a go and trying something. But it didn't work out, and it was a learning curve. Lost a bit of money on it, but you gotta have stuff like that in your life. But yeah, I went really downhill mentally because I just didn't know what to do with my days or anything like that. So one day I randomly decided to go to Australia in 2024, January 2024, yeah. I was like, alright, I'm just gonna book a one-way ticket, book a hostel for 2 weeks in Sydney, and then I just went from there and met some great people along the way, learned so much about myself, was able to just express myself in so many different ways. I forgot to say, I got a therapist like end of 2023, so just before I went to Australia. And so I started off with my mental healing journey as I was in a really bad place where I wouldn't leave bed for days, I wouldn't want to meet anyone, I wouldn't want to eat anything. Like, it was really bad. And then, yeah, so Australia, met so many great people, learned so much about myself. Stopped going to the gym whilst I was there because of lower back problems, but that didn't really affect me mentally that much. But I did want to go, and I felt a bit lazy. It was kind of just drinking, meeting people, doing stuff that's good for me, apart from drinking. But it was good for my mental health because I was meeting so many new people and having great experiences. Anyways, I went home after that, completely new person, loved it. Then I went to Bali with my friend who I met in Australia, Xander, and we had a great few weeks. And then he went home, and just before he went home, I met my current girlfriend who's sitting behind me at a hostel, and I've been with her ever since, and that's definitely helped me so much mentally and physically. So when I met her, she was like, oh, you should come to a Muay Thai class, you should come to the gym with me. And at this time, because of my lower back injury, I just gave up, and I wasn't willing to try anything. But I started going and doing lower back exercises to help it, and then slowly getting into the gym more and more and getting back there every day. So Remy definitely helped me, saved me with that aspect of my life. And mentally as well, she encouraged me to meditate with her, read with her, journal. I'd never journaled. Oh no, that's a lie, I've journaled before that. But yeah, it got me back into all of my old habits, and it just felt great. I was in this new headspace with new habits, and everything was going great. Still is. It pretty much has obviously taken little tolls in the road where I haven't been doing my mental stuff like reading and meditating. So I've had little drops off, and my gym and stuff, I've obviously had ups and downs, but it's been a constant curve upwards of mental health, physical strength. I did a Muay Thai fight after 4 or 5 months of training, so I started training with her, then we went home, then came back to Thailand, and I fought, and it was a fucking amazing experience. I lost my fight, but I did so well, and I wouldn't change anything, because that mental journey of building up to that and willing to take the loss and not let my ego cardio and fasting. Basically just helps with my showing me how much of a great person I am. I'm not like showing off, but I was really proud of myself for seeing my ego, because ego can be a big problem for a lot of people these days. The fact that I'm able to control it well, I was really happy. And I learned a lot of this stuff just through all these different experiences. So the past 2 years of my life, the past 5 years of my life, the past year has completely changed me for the better, obviously. I feel like I'm a completely new person. I went from being a child to an adult just with that 1 year. Physically, I've actually got like less muscular than I was when I was 17. But yeah, my main focus now, for anyone that cares, is my cardiovascular fitness, my Muay Thai training, well, my cardiovascular fitness for my Muay Thai training, my power for Muay Thai. Basically everything's just Muay Thai, I love it. And I can mix and match with all different kinds of training and just do what I enjoy, which I think is the most important thing. It keeps you happy, keeps me happy. I mean, obviously if you're doing anything you like to do, it keeps you happy. So yeah, I'm currently at the Royal Recovery Centre. I'm about to hop in an ice bath and sauna. I'm living in Thailand, so I hope this motivates you to make that step towards whatever your goals are, or even if you don't know what your goals are, just take some kind of step towards something, like mentally or physically. Start going to the gym, start meditating, start one thing and then build it up from there. Because you never know where it can lead you. I never thought, like if someone told me, alright, if you did all these things for this amount of time, then this is where you would end up, I wouldn't believe them. And the fact that I am where I am now is because I've done everything. Everything I've been through has led me to this moment, and it's the same for you. Even if you're not doing well at the moment, everything you've done has led you to this moment. So just think about your actions and they will present in your results. Much love, everyone. Let's have a little flex for the thumbnail.